Human relations. Today I am going to start Unit 3, Communication and Educational Technology, third unit. Third unit, that is Human Relations. Human Relations. This is Unit 3 contents. Okay, Unit 3 contents. Next 5 hours. Okay, this is 5-hour class. Unit 3. Objective is develop effective human relations in context of nursing. How to develop the effective human relationship, okay, human relations in the nursing field. That is the main objectives. The subtopics are about human relations, about introduction of human relations and meaning and types and characteristics and factors that affect the human relations. That are all the topics. Next, understanding self understanding, how to understand yourself. Next, social behavior, motivation, social attitudes, individual and groups, or groups and individual, and human relations in context of nursing, group dynamics, team work. These are all the topics and these are all the contents to be discussed in next further class. Okay, today is about only the introduction class, introduction to human relations. Okay, today contents to be discussed: introduction to human relations, meaning or definition, characteristics, and finally factors affecting human relations. This is today class. First one, introduction. Okay, before starting any class or before starting any topic or any content, we have to know the introduction. We have to know the what is that one anta. Okay, see, first one, introduction. Human relations are the way through which individuals dynamically relate to each other in a group circumstances, especially at work. Okay, at sometimes when we start some work, okay, when we start some work, when we're doing in the institutional work or organizational work or personal work also, we need some relationship. Okay, we need some relations or skills that is responsible and that are essential for maintaining a good relations. Okay, for maintaining a good relations. Okay, and for some person, individual person, you have to start on good communication, means you have to develop a good human relations. Okay, as nursing profession involves dealing with other people every day. Nursing profession, nurses, staff nurses or head nurse, like that. Okay, they are daily dealing with different persons, daily dealing with the different person or different patients. Okay, irrespective of or gender or irrespective or subdiscipline, like that. Okay, good. Even at workplace, when you are we are working in some other workplace, it is an accepted fact that good human relation skills will certainly project a person as a good performer. Okay, see, this is helps them to make their sharpen their communication skill. Okay, sharpen their communication skill, improve the communication skill, and improve the tolerance toward the frustrating context in the work situation. During the work tension or during the working, you something you are working during that time. Okay, you are something, you are confusing at workplace or work situation. At that time, you start the communication with others, or you start communication with your peer groups, like that. That will sharpen your skill, sharpen your skill, and sharpen towards that will control the frustration, that will control the frustration in the working situation. This is the basic introduction about the human relation. Next, meaning. What is human relation? What is human relation? Human relation, it can be understood as an established link between the understanding of self. Okay, see, this is the established link, bridge. Okay, it's the bridge between the self-understanding and existing communication pattern in relation to others communication relationship, others relationship. Okay, it is understanding between self-understanding and relation to the others, communication relation to the others. This is the difference, or this is the bridge. Human relation is the bridge. First you have to understand yourself, what you are, where you are, like that. You have to know, first you have to know, and you have to understand your self understanding. Okay, first you have to self understanding, then you start the communication with others. That is the meaning, or that is the link, bridge. One side, right side is the self understanding, and left side is the a communication relation to the others. In the between the self understanding and relation to others, there is some bridge or link that is establishing your link. That is the meaning of human relations. Clear? That's the human relation. The name it tells, human means you, person. Relation means relation to others. Okay. Yes. Next definition, this is 2 marks question. Human relations deal with motivating people in organizations to develop cohesive teamwork, which leads them to fulfill their organizational objectives effectively. Okay, when we start, we know ourselves, we start self-understanding. First, you have to understand yourself. Okay, self-understanding, then that will motivating the people. People means who understanding self. Okay, who self-understandingly that uh, present work. Okay, that type of person or the type of people in organization setup, they work actively. Okay, they will work actively and develop teamwork, develop depending teamwork, cohesive teamwork. Okay, that leads to fulfill their organizational objectives or organizational setup. Okay, that leads to our complete organizational setup, fulfill or reach the goal, reaching the goal that will fulfill the human relations and that will fulfill the organizational objectives effective, not simply is successful the organizational setup, not like that. Successfully completed, reached the goal, reached the goal at the organizational setup. Okay, according to Kate Davis. Okay, according to Kate Davis, he defined as that human relations deal with motivating people in organization to develop cohesive teamwork, which leads them to fulfill their organizational objectives effectively. Okay. Next, features. Okay, features are characteristics. I think that it is some difficult topic. I think so. I think this is some difficult topic. I tell that I will take the class and I will give the full clarity about this human relations. Okay, in easy manner. Don't make confusion. I will take it as an easy manner. Okay. Characteristic or features are some of the nature and characteristics of human relations. First one, the human relations, it can be very well established in a conducive atmosphere in any organization. In human relations, first of all, it is not in the especially not in the family, it is in especially in the organizational or personal or in the institutional setup. That is the human relations. Okay, and next the where the people tend to communicate. Okay, where the people tend to communicate, they act, they communicate, they interact, they transact their ideas. This is the human relations. First of all, the first human characteristics or predominant characteristics of human relations are, it's an important process by which an individual, by virtue of their collegial work attitude, tries to generate a general sense of willingness amidst an his or team in order to accomplish the personal and institutional interest based on institutional goal or institutional expected outcomes or personal interest. Okay, human relation is the two objects. It may be considered as personal interest and that will consider as institutional interest. That is self-understanding and also relation to others. This is the first characteristics. This is one of the important aspect or important process Okay, first character is human relations is one of the important process. It developed the collegial work attitude of the person, and tries to generate a good and new general sense of willingness to do the work. Okay, willingness to do the work work in the teamwork or group dynamics in order to accomplish means complete the personal interest, complete the personal goal and institutional goals. Next, members of an educational institution contribute their aptitudes to get individual and group satisfaction, especially in the college, especially in the institution, organization setup. Here, the so many personnel or so many individuals or so many persons comes in the human relation. Especially, we take it as two person, students and faculty, two groups. Okay, in the members of educational institute, a principal, individual or student or faculty, group or leader or teaching faculty, not teaching faculty. These are all the members of an educational institution. Okay, members of educational institution, they contribute their works. For example, principal contribute their work. They are doing some admissions workers and look at all the students will be like that. That is a principal work. Okay, next, class coordinators and student or faculty, they are doing some personal work. Okay, to contribute their work, they contribute their work. Why means to get the, okay, why means to contribute their work means they to get the full clarity and full group satisfaction. Okay, satisfaction of the group means educational institution. Okay, to get that one, they will fully involve in the working. Okay, next, satisfaction. This group satisfaction desired to be attained could be economic, social or psychological. Okay, this type of satisfaction, this type, okay, satisfied work. Okay, when you teacher tell like that, any work, sometimes they will give some assignments. Okay, assignments, you have to fulfill the assignments, you have to complete, you have to write the complete assignment, then submit the assignment on uh, submitted the assignment on to the student, to the teacher. In that time, you will get some satisfaction when you teacher put the good on the another, they put on the, you can satisfaction. Yeah, it has satisfaction, that desire to be attained, that leads to your good interest. Now it could be a good, economically good and socially, psychologically, it is considered this satisfaction attain our goals, mainly focused on the economic, social and psychological. The need for developing human relations is everlasting. It is not a complete process. It's not a stop or terminating process. Human relations is everlasting. It is continuous process. Okay, continuous process. It is not end. No end for these human relations. Hence, they are required in educational and non-educational organization also, irrespective of the level and nature of the organization, irrespective of level. Okay, Group D, Class 4 workers or Class 1 workers. There is the CAO work and housekeeper. There are both are same or working in the some institution. CAO are looking at the banking section or some of the college institutional wellness, and also in the economical, they maintain in the economic status of the college in the college. Look at the economically, they find out any problem in the economic, like that they will look at the CAO, look at that problems. What the housekeepers do, they will maintain cleanliness, they wash, they clean, they sweeping. Okay, they clean the dust, like that they maintain cleanliness in the institution or organization, they maintain cleanliness. Here CO, they maintain economically, they maintain economic status. See, this is the difference. This is the irrespective of their level, irrespective of the nature of the organization, they will do the work, they will do the work on their knowledge. That is the need. Okay, that is the need of the work in the institution. It may be educational institution also or non-education also. No any, any education or any or non-education, no, irrespective of level and nature of the organization, that the need of developing these human relations. Class 4 workers, they may contact with any, they may contact or they may talk with in CEOs or in lectures. There is no any border or no any bridge, no any border or no any avoidance. Oh, they are all class 4 or housekeepers, they should not talk the principal, they should not talk the CEO, they should not talk the chairman, not like that. They are free, everlasting. That human relationship, they are everlasting. This is one of the component or one of the characteristic. Last one, the human relations are an ongoing and ceasing activity is which needs to be sustained for achieving long-term objectives. I'll put the very easy sentence. Okay, there are lot of tough or difficult sentence in my textbook. I selected very easy and very understandable sentences. See the term human relations. See the sentence, that one. Human relations are an ongoing and ceasing. Ceasing means cutting, cesarean. You may heard that cesarean in the some operation like the cesarean section. There is you don't know that one here. In further in third year, you may know that type of operations. In cesarean section, that is cesarean, that is cutting. Cutting, cesarean means cutting. Here the unceasing, uncutting activity. Okay, uncutting. This is ongoing process. Human relations is the ongoing process, and also uncutting or unceasing activity. This is one of the unceasing activity, and it needs to be sustained for achieving. Okay, it's need to be sustained. You have to actively participate for achieving the long-term objectives. What's your long-term objectives? For example, first year students get seat, and they'll admission taken by the institution. The first, what is the goal of the institution? Long-term objectives showing 100% result. Okay, they have to show the 100% result to the by the university to the government. They have to show like that. That is the long-term objectives. For succeeding that objectives, for achieving that objectives, we are all working under towards that, reaching the goal, towards that goal. Principal, students, lecturers, housekeeper, CAO, admin department. See, these are all the person working towards the to get 100% result. Okay, to get that one, you are all working. That is the human relation. That is ongoing, unceasing activity. Okay, at least there are long-term objectives. Till the long-term objective, there is a new person sir comes on contact. That the new persons are talking, starting communication. They maintain human relations. In that 1 year, in the total 4-year BS nursing course, in the 4 years totally. Okay, and how many persons are joined? The total they are understanding, self-understanding, and they will talk with each other. Relations develop good and different type of relations with to others. Relations with others. See, these are all the ongoing process, unceasing activities to achieve the long-term goal. That is the characteristics. Next, factors affecting the human relation. There are some factors before starting the communication. I mean, human relations. You have to know some of the factors that definitely affects. For example, ego, superego. Is the ego, superego? There are 3 types of human relations, or there are 3 types of conscious process. In the factors, you already know. I think I hope you are all you have know that one ego term ego, ego. You know about that term ego. See, that are the some of the factors affecting. Now we know about the what are the different factors or different terms or different personnel that affect the human relations one by one. Human relations, any institution, in any organization are determined by or standing by. Okay, individual or student or faculty. Individual, there is some person, student, faculty, or principal. Student, faculty, or principal. See, the individual is a valuable part of the institution, and each individual is unique in their personality traits. They have some self-respect. Okay, they have some self-respect. Individual, student have their self-respect. As a lecturer, as a faculty, okay, I am the lecturer, I can do anything. And they cannot call the student by singular word. Hey, come here, go, like that. They should not talk like that. They have to give some respect. Okay, they have to give some respect. They call by name. Principal also in I'm the principal, I am the head of this college of nursing. I call anyone by name until they are not called by direct names with singular word. Okay, they have to give some respect and take respect like that. That is the factors affecting in showing the type of behavior and that type of attitude that will definitely hurt the someone else. Okay, that will hurt the opposite, that is not developing that human relations. That is the first one, individual or student or faculty. Here the individual, one individual, the individual one person is a valuable student or faculty or principal is a valuable part of the institution, and each individual is unique in their personality traits. There is different opinions about the institution. They have different opinions about the institution, and there are different opinions about the institution and college and the organization and admin department, about the principal. There is different student, they have showing their different attitudes and different opinions and different personalities. Not all the personality are equal. Like DNA is different from each other. Like that, there's personality difference, personality traits. Oh, some students showing angry on the lecture, and some students showing mercy on the lectures, and faculty showing the angry and mercy. There is different personality traits. That is depending on the mood. Okay, that is first one, first effect. Next, group as a whole. The group means working and learning. Working means the college workers, institutional, organizational worker. I am taking the examples in human relations about the institution and organization. In you look in any department, in the institution means giving the some education to the people, to the student. That is institution, to the student. Okay, CGY. Institution, organization means it's some of the factories, like that. Factories are some of the factors in some of the organization, like that. In the group as a whole, the group as a whole, working is the workers, learning is the learners means student, is considered to be a center of focus in human relation. The group as a whole plays an inevitable role in determining the approaches and performance of the every individual belonging to it. Okay, every individual and every individual performance, that's definitely that will considered as there is considered as there is place a main important inevitable, that's not convertible and not controllable. Okay, not convert, inevitable, that's not, sometimes you call it as something with bad word. Okay, with bad word, Mr. XYZ. That person name is Mr. ABC. You call it as Mr. XYZ. You can call it as that will definitely hurt that person. That is inevitable. That's not you turn back. Inevitable. That's not you turn back. That not you receive again. Like that. That is the group as a whole. The as a group. Okay, they'll start the. They have the center focus in the human relations. Group, without group we cannot do anything. Without group we only individual. Okay, only individual I can self understanding. Okay, I understanding self, but what is the is no any group andre. Before you talking or before starting the communication, before you connecting some people human relations, you have to make it as a group. You have to want some group to start the communication. Without group, you understand self understanding, human relation is the link between the self understanding and relation to others. In one point, understanding self. Okay, I have starting the, now I am starting the human relation. I know myself, but what is the use? You know yourself. Where is no a people? There is no people, there is no group. There, what is the, where is the human relations? Like that, yeah. Human relation is considered as it is the center of focus as a group. It is a group as a whole, determined as it's a place a inevitable or incontrollable. That is the role in the group. That's performance of every individual. Individual 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, not 1 plus, not 1 1 1. Okay, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus is equal to 5. Like that, individual plus individual plus individual is equal to group. Okay. The leader being a head must ensure complete and effective utilization of all available resources to achieve institutional goals. The leader must be flexible so as to get adapted to varying the situation. Okay, the leader. Okay, leader the leader must be flexible to every situation, in every difficult situation. Leader or manager, managing the situation, leader or manager or head. Okay, for example, in the family, in the head of the family is the father is handling all the crisis management. In emergency situation they manage. In the leader, what he or she do means, in some crisis problem, in emergency problem, there is economic drop of economic status in the of the institution. In that time, COO is the leader. For example, COO is the leader. He can manage the economic status, he can solve the problem, effectively utilization of all the available resource, use of all the available resource, all the available techniques to achieve the institutional goals. For example, the student, okay, the leader, for example, class leader, they or a class coordinator is the leader. For example, class coordinator is the leader. The class coordinator is handle the 100 students. Okay, she will give some tips about to get 100 marks in the final examination. For example, refer the library, this is a very good textbook, this is the question papers, like that. They will use the all the available resource to achieve the institutional goal. What is the institutional goal? To achieve the 100% result, to show the 100% result of the institution, like that they will achieve that one. That is the work of the leader. One of the factor, if the leader is fail, if the leader is a disappointment, okay, if the leader is not well-being, if the leader is angry person, okay, if the leader is not handling the situation, not handling the crisis intervention, like that, if they're not flexible, it's very hard means, that will definitely decrease the human relations. This is one of the factor. Leader, one of the factor, they must affect the human relations. Teaching and learning environment, the favorable teaching and learning environment will help the teachers and students to get work toward the achievement of the institutional goals with full satisfaction. Teaching and learning environment, surrounding environment. Nowadays all our people looking at the in TV, there is some problem in the public, there is some drug issue. Okay, drug issue, drug supplying issue, there is drug peddler, some of the arrested, putting in the jail. There is another news. What why I am telling all those things, Andre? See, teaching and learning environment, when you start learning in the institution, the institution must be free from 100 feet, not any drug supply, not any tobacco supply, like that. There is and 100 meters or surrounding 400 meters, no any supply, like that. That is the good environment. Good environment that is favorable to the teaching faculty and learning faculty, also learning students also. If anyone missing at the surrounding, next after 50 meters there is one pawn shop or um, this one drugs available in that, tobacco available in the in 50 meters away from the college. that is completely that is completely bad environment. That is definitely affect the human relations. How, sir? How it affect that? They will take the drugs and they will take the drugs and they will go to the home. What is the effect of human relations? See, after they are taking the drugs, next day they will start the taking the drugs or tobacco. Day by day, if they're taking that drugs and tobacco, that in the bad environment, that will definitely affect the human relation. They will not talk with each other and they will not spend time with their close friend. That will definitely that will definitely fail, and that will definitely unsatisfaction, and that will difficult to reach the institutional goal. Okay, if you want good institution, if you want good environment, that means that will definitely help the teachers and students to work toward the achievement of an institutional goal, towards the achievement of the institutional goal, and with full satisfaction of their work. Okay, this is teaching and learning environment. Conclusion. Today is only this much of topic, that's human relations, that's introduction of human relations and meaning. Today class you have to know the meaning. Okay, first you learn the meaning of human relations. Don't scratch your head too much there, what is characteristic. I got confusion, I forgot that characteristics, and can make I have some confusion factors affecting. I don't know why that's very difficult human relations. I close the textbook, I read the next unit. No, don't like, don't do like that. Okay, human relations, if first you learn the meaning. Human relations is the established link between the self understanding and the communication relation to others. You have to first learn the meaning. Scratch your head and search the about human relations meaning. There are different meanings or different definitions. First you learn that one, 2 marks, definition and meaning. In this class you learned meaning, definition. There's 2 marks question. Characteristic is for your knowledge. It's not in this one. It's not in syllabus. That's for your knowledge. Basic. Today's basic introduction class. Meaning, introduction, meaning, definition, characteristics, and some of the factors or some of the persons in the human relations. Okay. If you have any doubts, put your doubts in the comment box. Okay. Thank you for watching this video.